It was freedom after 108 days of captivity. The kidnap drama of Kannada matinee idol Dr. Rajkumar by sandalwood smuggler Veerappan finally came to an end. The actor's release drew thunderous applause from the Karnataka and Tamil Nadu assemblies, and for his fans, there was intense jubilation. However, behind the mood of celebration among the thespian's admirers, many questions remained unanswered. There are some who feel a huge ransom was paid to secure the release of Dr. Rajkumar, and there are allegations that Veerappan was assured of a safe passage to Jaffna in Sri Lanka.
From what I hear from authoritative sources, for which there's no, you can't really describe it in concrete terms as evidence, is that about 15 crores has been paid, 50-50 by the two state governments. The whole transaction has been undertaken by the Tamil Nadu government, and I understand from intelligence sources that this entire money has already been funneled and sent to the Jaffna Peninsula to the LTTE to buy arms and so on to continue their struggle for a separate state.
After the abduction, the Karnataka government feared an unmanageable law and order problem. Among the host of emissaries sent to mediate with Veerappan, some were known for their links with the LTTE.
Tamil militancy and insurgency, which had completely finished over the last 10 years, has received a fresh impetus. The Tamil National Liberation Army, the Tamil Revolutionary Force, these were fringe units in Tamil Nadu which had absolutely no role to play. Now with Nedumaran's help, it's sad that the government has had to seek help of those who are sympathizers of the LTTE, who are very well-known sympathizers, and some of whom have had links in the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi.
The heartening aspect of the hostage drama may be the role of the Supreme Court. The apex court reined in the governments of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka from giving in to Veerappan's demands for the release of Tada detainees. It virtually raised important questions regarding the impact this would have on law enforcement agencies.
Supreme Court had not intervened in the manner that it had done. It would have been an absolutely catastrophic end to a mean murderer, mass mean murderer who has no record except for being a history cheater. That only what would have happened in the immediate to medium term future is, you would have had more Veerappans coming up and virtually exploiting the state.
The mystery still remains as to what demands were conceded to secure the release of Dr. Rajkumar.
In any hostage rescue situation or mission, negotiations are a very important part. Now, for various reasons, and when you start negotiating, then you should be prepared for protracted negotiations.
Nothing seems to have changed even after the hostage crisis is over. Karnataka and Tamil Nadu still persist in carrying on their separate patrolling in the jungles, where Veerappan and his band of brigands still remain in control. Meanwhile, Veerappan is at large, and for now there is talk once again of drafting a national hostage policy to tackle such cases in future.